Hi, this is me again. In this video, we're going to continue with the testing to the insertion of the data. We created the video, and sadly, because you see that my hair is kind of purple, um, today we're just going to see how to insert the data. Okay, the data function is already done, so this video is not supposed to take more than 15 minutes, I guess. So let's pray first, like for 1 minute or something like that. Thank you, Jesus, for everything, because everything belongs to you. Put away the terror and leave us with the wheat, and help us to be as patient and as humble as you want us to be. Amen. Okay, this is going to be super simple. We're gonna go to the git bash, which is the first step, and also we're gonna open the SAMP. The SAMP is not open yet. So what I'm going to do is to go here and write down SAMP control panel, and it will pop up. While it is popping up, I'm going to write the direction of the project, and after this I'm going to go and write code point. Here is the pop-up of the SAMP. I'm going to start the two services that we usually use, which is the Apache and the MySQL. The MySQL is the manager to the database, and the Apache is the server which the database is using um, to run or to serve, because databases are server side. Okay. After we make the insertion of data as we have created here, we just want to see if this is working. Actually, this video is just to see if this is working, and if and to fix what needs to be fixed on here. You see, for example, this chat one, we're supposed to put here maybe this on on columns like this. Just that's just the first little detail that I can see by now. But being honest, maybe that's not necessary, because the chat one is a function that is on SQL, and it is supposed to not be on columns. But everything is possible, being honest. But that's this is the right way. Okay, this is the right way. um Let me see. After this, it's just as simple as just testing. How we're gonna test? We're just gonna go to the browser, and here we're gonna put Jonas Chronicles register, and in there now we're gonna try to register one user. In this case, it's not going to be the same user that I always use. Let's place, for example, a random user. Which one is it can be, for example, anonymous user, and the username is anonymous uh, user, and the password is going to be just like that. And sorry, because I know that it is kind of like weird, but it's the most uh, obvious user that I could imagine. So let's put again here. We submit, and in here we will see that, for example, we didn't get anything back, and that is not good, because we are supposed to get something. So let's go to the network or to the console, and we don't see anything. Let's submit again, and I don't see anything at all. Okay, let's see what it is, the problem. On the network, you can see that it is not sending the data to where it is supposed to be sent. So what I'm going to do is to try to see on the submit, on the code here, I'm going to see what is the function that is sending the data, and it's send registration of user. And I think that the problem is that maybe the password is not being well matched. So what I'm going to do is to rewrite the password. By the way, we should put an alert when the password is not well written, okay? Let's see. No, let's see another one. No. Oh, but yes, it is being sent, and we got an error, and it says define a key pass. Nice. Here you see this is password, not pass. What I'm going to do is to change this. You see this data pass to password. This is password. Even though it seems that that is a weakness, it's not a weakness. It's actually something good. Okay. Let's see now. Uncal MySQL. Let's put it bigger for those who needs maybe to use Lens or something like that. Uncal MySQL exception. You have an error. No, no, no. Sorry. A line one. Insert use. And the problem is on the line 71. I, I always like to go directly to the problem instead of reading everything because I don't know. I, I am not much into reading things. And as you can see here, for example, the thing is that when we're inserting the password, we're inserting it with the function SHA-1 in the on the SQL. And 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 apparently that is not working. So what we're gonna see how to insert SHA-1 with PHP and MySQL. But let's look for that on DuckDuckGo. You will say, what is that, Reno? Well, that is a website for you to look for things that you want to be that you want them to be private. Okay, even more private than my computer. Trust me, my computer is private uh, as 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 maybe you could not imagine. But the thing is that I'm going to use here the how to insert the chat one. Um, let's see. Let's look how to insert chat one with PHP and MySQL. Insert the statement from JavaScript normal password. We have to be very, very, very yes, you have to be we have to be very, very, very specific. As best as more specific you are, as better would be the answer. Just you can see here, look, rehashing. Here the problem says that I am rehashing. What is rehashing? That I am not supposed to use SHA-1 again because SHA-1 is actually already used. And that is truth. I will show it to you. You see here, for example, this rejects to password. This is making the rejects, okay? But what I want is to make the insertion of the password um, just without the rejects, okay? And also, I want to make the SHA-1 test before inserting the password. Let's see what here it says that Here they are using Node.js and I don't want to use Node.js. Let's see for the PHP approach and SHA-1 string. Exactly. This is the PHP approach. We're gonna go. I was thinking that it may be the answer, but I just wanted to be sure. I am just going to go to down here, and here I'm gonna put. You see this? SHA-1. Just that. SHA-1, and that's it. You may say, but that is kind of insecure. Being honest, yes. That's why we have to use salt and other things for us to make sure that the password is actually the one that we're expecting to. But by the moment, this is more than enough. Okay. So let's try again. Let's close this. We submit, and let's see now what error we may have. Here says that doesn't match the value count at row 1, and it is the let me see, 71. Username user. Oh yes, you see this is bad located. This is password. This should be on the middle and full name on the center. Sorry, on the at the end. Okay, and that's it. Let's try again. Oh my goodness. Submit, and now let's see. Username, user, password, and full name. Now, the problem is that let's look for the insert into. Insert into a statement. Just to understand something that maybe we were missing. Okay, insert into table name, values. Yes, it is exactly as I'm doing it. Users, maybe is that the table is not called users, but user alone. Sometimes it happens without the S, I am saying, yeah? I I know that this is kind of delicate, you will say, but just those small details are important. Yes. If you want to be a developer, yes. Okay, users. It is users. So users and the username is not like that. It's user name. You see? And full name is full name. And password is pass. You see here? This is pass. That's why I put it bad on here. Up here, I put it wrong, but it was here. Why I put it on the database pass? Well, I think that you all will understand the why. Let's try again. Let's submit because the changes that we made were on the server side. Um, doesn't match. Now Now the problem is that it is not recognizing the values. Um, and this is, let's let's just put, for example, this like this. Values, we can put it like this. Usually this used to fix everything, but I don't like that this fix everything because it is not supposed to work like that. Um, okay, okay, let's see. Submit. And now Now it's an error of the syntax. It says that the anonymous user has like something else that is not allowing it to be inserted. But that's weird because it is supposed to be inserted. Let's see the structure of the code. What I'm going to do is try to insert the data by myself. What I mean is that I'm going to go to the payload. Let me cover this. And I'm going to try to insert the username just directly, okay? And now I'm going to put username, full name, anonymous, user, and the password, just let's leave it like anon 123. And let's continue. And you can see here that we can even copy this and put it on here. By the way, I don't like, I never have liked this approach because it is obvious that it should work without making this. But as I was telling to you, it usually works with these columns. You see, I'm going to just leave the ID null as they are leaving it, and also the total score null. The username is going to be this user here. I'm going to copy and paste it here. And this password, oh, by the way, you can see here, I was missing a comma in there. Yes, I was missing a comma. But let's copy and you see this user. Now let's user. Now is user what? The password, yes, but the password is at the end. So this is here, password. And by the way, this can be just instead of like that, this can be like this without the columns that are weird that I don't like. We put it like this. And let's copy this, paste, and let's put this little thing that I said. And now let's copy everything on here and let's go up and let's paste. Yes, as simple as that. Now let's check the commas because for real I was missing one comma, believe it or not. And after we mix it, we fix this. I can even, being honest, I can take this out because I don't like it. Really, I don't like it, and I think that this should work without that. And let's see. Now let's save and let's make the petition again. Let's close this and let's go close again here. And now we're gonna put anonymous. Anonymous is, for example, anonymous unknown, and the username is going to be anonymous unknown. And here the password, I think that some of you will know what it is. Please don't use this for bad purposes, okay? Um, let's see if I get one error or something. I don't see anything. I mean, I don't see the. Oh yes, it is here. See the response warning. It says that the connection is unreachable or not available. And that the thing is that you see the con variable is not con, is connection actually. So let's change that to connection, connection, like this. Why I am so straight with the connection? Well, because let's imagine that you're building a house. If someone asks you about the house, does that person is going to say, "Do you live in a building?" No, he's going to tell you, "Do you live in the house which is over there, right?" And you will say yes. So as more general is something, sometimes as more secure it is. Yes, because everyone is taking care of his house. And it's not you guilty if someone is trying to do the opposite. But the truth is that if something is super general, for example, a desk card, how much groups of cards it has? Four. And that's general, always. So as more general something is, as more secure usually it also is. Got it. Okay, let's go now and make this submit again. And let's see now that you can get that we, okay, it works. I mean, it worked. But the problem is that apparently it didn't send me to the place that I was expecting. So what I'm going to do is to make just instead of a login to the to send the user to the login to the index. Sorry, I'm gonna send him to the login. Okay, login.php, and that's it. And you will say, well, why? Well, because actually it is doing so. It is sending him to the login after it. And let me see. You see this here? This is kind of, this can be erased. And we can make a return here. Return. And we can make a const response blank, by the way. And let's do it. Let's refresh everything. And by the way, believe it or not, we have just made the insertion. We can go to the phpMyAdmin and check, and you will see that it is inserted. Okay. If we go to the users, one, two, three. Whoa! Sorry, because of the ill of the doomedness of mine. Doomedness means that someone that is dumb. Dumb is someone that is kind of or act like an idiot. But you know that I'm not exactly an idiot. But if you wanna pay me so, I have enough people paying me like so. Let me erase this and let's go here. You see this login, by the way? It is because that was what we requested. Let's go to the register, and it is sending me automatically to the login. Why? Because the session is created. I mean, this session of the user is already created, but we have to destroy the session. How? Well, as the session is created, we should not send the user to the login. We should send him to the index. So let's make it index.php. Let's try to go to the register.php. And I don't know why it's sending me to the login. We're gonna have problems here. Let me see. Where it says that it should go to the index. You see this initiator? This initiator is where like like the tree of initiations of the of the application. Okay. Here says that the 300, it says that the register was found. But the problem is that apparently, as I said, it's sending me to the index, and after the index, it's sending me to the login. That's the thing. The thing is that we have to go to the login, sorry, to the index. And in the index, we have to check, sorry, it's not this index, it's the index page, you see, which is the other page, that is the template actually. And in here, we have to check if the login, if the, sorry, if the index is um, is an existence. What is the index? The index, sorry, the session which is created here, user. If the session user is created, it means that the user was registered, and it means that it should not redirect us. Okay, let's go to the register again. Now it sends us to the index, and in here it says unexpected identifier index. And the thing is that we have one extra thing here. Let's erase it. And let's put, you see this, this is twice. This should not be like this. Oh my goodness. Now it will work. Let's refresh. There you go. Now you see this key username that is in the finding of the line 7. We should, if the user is present, then we should say that the get is not the username. So we're gonna say if this is present, then actually this is not the get but the session. Okay, this is kind of complicated for some that are slow to pay attention, but if you are good paying attention, I know that you are enjoying this video a lot. And the number 10 right now was the logged in. Well, in this case, this is not necessary, because if we say if session end and is set session and is set get, sorry, oh my goodness, get logged in, then I want to get the login as a user. Okay, but in this case, um, as it is not set, it is going to ignore it. Okay, after this, remember that we're going to make another check-in validations that are going to be kind of more complicated. And on the line 8, it has an error. Let's see what it is. Oh, yes, remember that it's not username, but user. Okay, now let's refresh. And there you go. If you want to know more, remember that this video, as I said, is supposed to be short, because it was supposed only to check the registration. And as you can see, the registration was done here. Okay, this is the user. You see that it was kind of repeated, but it is not because of anything bad. The thing is that I was fixing some errors, and apparently when I was fixing the errors that were small, some of them were also making the registration while I was fixing the errors. But this is nothing further than that. If you even want to check we should create first, and that's the sad part, we have to create now the logout. I will not upload this code, but the logout, we're gonna make it today on because the logout is super simple. So see you in the next video, which is the logout video, just to close the session and destroy the sessions and restart everything for the user to be able to log in again or to register another user. See you, and remember that Jesus Christ loves you as no one else in the world.